It'll be the last chance saloon for Murupara when its only cash machine is replaced after the last one was ripped from the walls of the local credit union using a front-end loader last week. The small Bay of Plenty town has been without an ATM since June 3rd, and the bank has also stopped handling cash since the robbery. The ATM was found abandoned, but in one piece in a forest. It's not the first cash machine to bite the dust in Murupara, and the credit union has been considering whether or not it will bother giving it one last go with a replacement. The credit union's chief executive, Gavin Earle, shared the decision with Checkpoint.
Yes, Lisa, look, I'm really pleased to advise that the decision has been made to replace the ATM. Sadly, I guess for us and for the community, this will be the third ATM that we're installing in Murupara in the last few months. But look, after quite an extensive period, we've decided, of consultation with the local community, we've decided it's the best thing to do in the circumstances.
So the third one in the last few months, I mean, everybody knows what happened to the most recent one, but what happened to the others?
Well, there's been two attacks in the last couple of months, and the most recent one's been quite public, obviously. So that's just a reasonably new install after the previous one was damaged with another attack overnight as well. So
what hope do you have for a fresh one?
Look, we've been, our team on the ground have been working closely with the community since this happened and trying to understand what it is that the local community can do to help support us in protecting, what is a vital lifeline for that local community. So we've got high hopes that now the community, with our engagement process, they are listening and that they'll be working with us. We've got that commitment from them. And look, in return, we are committed to keeping a presence in Murupara.
So what can they do, Gavin, to help you?
Look, I think that's something that the local community need to keep working through. So at this stage, we've updated the community leaders of our board's decision to reinstall the ATM. So that's going to take us a few weeks to play out, obviously. So we need to think about what are we going to do to support the community in the meantime.
So how long is the installation going to take for the new cash machine?
Look, it's dependent on what resource we can get in there to repair what is extensive damage to the front of the building, and then the install. So it could be up to a month. So we're working on some options to support the local people in terms of their cash needs over that time. And essentially what we're talking about is offering our customers in Murupara, the NZCU Central customers, limited free transport service, probably once a week, back into our branch in Rotorua, where they can, by way of a shuttle, access cash at least once a week.
So how much demand do you reckon there will be for that? Because some people might think, oh, well, these days, who uses cash? Most people pay with cards. Who is going to want that service, and how much demand do you think there'll be?
Oh, look, cash is still used quite extensively, and particularly in some of the smaller communities. So it's not all plastic in those small communities. And without being able to even use their cards to access cash, that is a problem. And so, we've talked, we've listened, and we've acknowledged the struggle of the local community if they don't have cash going forward. So first and foremost, we've agreed that, and we're committed to putting another machine in. But meantime, we need to think about, well, what can we do as, a different type of banking institution? We are customer-owned, to help our customer owners in that local community. So, we're working through the details of providing that shuttle service for our customers that are impacted in Murupara.
And Gavin Earle says it isn't an easy call to replace the ATM, and it's an expensive service to provide. And he's calling on Murupara locals to help them look after the new cash machine when it finally arrives.